Deforestation is the permanent destruction of forests to use land for alternative purposes. This global issue has been around for decades and keeps on increasing. There are many reasons as to why someone will clear out a forest. Farmers use deforestation for agricultural purposes. The land they gain from clearing out a forest, they use to grow crops and to let their animals graze. Farmers use the method slash and burn, where they cut down trees and then burn them. Ranchers cut down trees for different purposes. They cut down trees for wood and paper supplies. Loggers will also cut down trees to get to harder to reach forests by making roads. Governments and big companies also fuel deforestation. Since overpopulation becomes a big problem, governments build homes for people to live more comfortably. So they destroy the forests to make new homes. Big companies build malls or other business buildings for their wants and needs for whatever their business may be. So they clear the forest for their buildings.
Since deforestation is a global issue, I decide to give an example. A global issue is a problem in communities in different places around the world. Deforestation happens in many different places as long as there is a forest. In Africa, they have a different purpose than us who are living in the United States. Many communities in Africa depend on fuel from wood to live their everyday lives. Although humans play a big part in deforestation, not all of it is done by humans. Sometimes a wildfire may occur, and overgrazing prevents the growth of new trees. So natural occurrences do play a part in deforestation as well.
I am here to tell you deforestation needs to stop. The advantages may be many, but the disadvantages outweigh the advantages. First, deforestation leads to an increase in carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. Many have been wondering why it's been so warm. That's the CO2 in the atmosphere. It affects the climate and makes it overall warmer.
Many things on Earth produce carbon dioxide. Trees then use the process of photosynthesis to turn that carbon dioxide into oxygen. Fewer trees means less oxygen. Another disadvantage is reduced biodiversity. When a forest is destroyed, animals become dislocated. With nowhere to go, these animals become vulnerable to hunting. Many species either become endangered, which leads to extinction. 80% of our species actually live in the rainforest, and each day more of their homes become destroyed. Destruction of a forest also changes the rate at which our soil erodes due to the runoff of streams. The water cycle becomes disrupted since the trees will not be evaporating the groundwater. The climate then will become less dry. Now that we talked about some of the disadvantages of deforestation, let's talk about the ways that people are addressing the problem. First, more trees are being planted, which is a simple way to fix the problem, but it's not always the most effective. The trees can take many, many years to become mature enough to combat the greenhouse gases, and animals that lost their homes have a hard time adapting to this new area since they're not used to it. So even though they're trying to fix the ecosystem, it does not always work as well. Another way that deforestation is being addressed is individuals and big companies are going paper free. So with the new technology age, it is more easier to communicate, keep track of things, and do pretty much everything now without the use of paper. And if we keep recycling, we're limiting the amount of trees needed to make paper goods and supplies. So if we instill the need to recycle, it will help with the amount of trees being cut. Currently, forests cover 30% of the world. 18 million acres are lost each year due to deforestation. This is something that needs to come to an end so we can save our Earth.